Good evening. Welcome to my first day in the Big Brother house. That's a lie, I'm filming on a reality show for the next 3 weeks, and I've got to be in isolation for the first 4 days of that and then get PCR tested at the beginning and at the end of it. So I am now heading up to the catering tent. That is the house we're filming. There's a little yurt, a little camping up there. We're also filming there. And I thought I would try and take you with me for the first few days and just see how things go. I'm a makeup artist and hairstylist, if you don't already know. I'll be doing the talent on the show and the contributors. There's a loo, a little portaloo for you. It's not all glamour. Well, in fact, very little of it is glamour. But anyway, I thought I'd just put a little introduction in here as to what I'm doing, but I'm new to this, so bear with me. Well, I'm going for my daily walk through these absolutely beautiful hayfields. This is actually a public footpath through private land near the stately home where I'm filming. And as I'm in isolation before we start filming, I have to keep away from everyone, but I can exercise, so not a bad place to exercise, I would say. Okay, so while I've got you here, it's a reality show that I'm working on, so when I say contributors, there are like normal people, real people, coming in to stay in the mansion, stately home, whatever you want to call it. This is a private house, and the private house gets rented to us for a certain amount, and then we get in like little porta cabin things for all the crew to stay on around the house. We get a catering tent, socialising tent, a big toilet system. So we do all the infrastructure, we, the production company, and some people, like me, stay in the main house because that's where the makeup happens, so it's closer to the talent. The talent refers to the people who are working on the show, so presenting the show or giving advice on the show, like experts. And I look after everyone, so it's only me here doing the hair and makeup. Oh my gosh, can you see all the swifts flying around? So that's what I'll be doing for the next 3 weeks. I did it last year. This is the second series, which is good because it means it got recommissioned to come back again. So let's see what's in store. I know it's going to be like 16-hour days. It's going to be really full on, but it's kind of nice to be in the same place for 3 weeks instead of all over the country. So I figured if I'm actually going to try and do some kind of YouTube type of day in the life as a makeup artist type video, I should probably be videoing things more. Not just things that I think are maybe interesting to you, but the kind of not interesting bits as well. Which is when I'm in isolation. I'm in isolation in this gorgeous, gorgeous mansion where we're filming. And we have to be in isolation for 4 days. We've got COVID tests during those days at sort of the beginning and the end. And it just makes sure that everyone's, like, before we start filming, is completely clear of COVID, so we don't have any surprises 2 or 3 days in, and we have to take the whole production down. But I am using the time wisely. I'm working on my business, I'm working on social media, working on running a freelance life, which is a lot, and I'll go into that in more detail later. But right now I'm doing some painting, because I've kind of had to scrabble things together. This is my dinner bowl that I washed out because I needed a water thing to paint with, and I'm doing some watercolour painting as birthday cards for people. So I'm using this time very wisely and getting ahead of myself with my birthday card game. But yeah, it's getting late. Well, it's not late, it's 10 to 8 and I'm losing the light, so I thought I'd record this now, finish the painting, shut down for the night, and then take you with me tomorrow. Look at this. Another glorious, beautiful sunny day. I'm filming on my phone because I didn't want to carry my camera out with me. But I'm just using a little bit of time up throughout the day. So I'm still in isolation. This is day 3. And I'm in my room for, 24 hours a day. So I try and escape for about an hour and just have a little bit of a walk. I'm not seeing anyone, I'm not bumping into anyone. So, and it's on private, well, it's a public footpath, but on private land. So I think it's probably fine and good to get a bit of a sweat on, as you can see. I feel a bit guilty for sitting around all day. I love it, don't get me wrong. Being in isolation, it's the greatest 4 days of my life. I've got so much work done, but yeah. Talking of work, I guess I better edit some of this together and see if it's going to be like a weekly or bi-weekly thing. What do you think? Good morning. It is 7:15. I've got my first talent coming in. No, in 5 minutes. We were up so late last night filming, and then I did go to bed at about 10, but everyone else was still working much later than me, all the production team, and I could hear all the filming going on inside the house. You know, people moving around and up and down the stairs, definitely until the early hours. So I was awake, you know, while that was going on, which is fine because I was in bed and they weren't, which makes me feel really bad for them. It must have been a very long and difficult day, so I'm waiting to hear what kicked off overnight because this programme is 24/7. So there will be a lot going on all the time. I'm really looking forward to a coffee. Hopefully someone will bring us coffees in a minute. Do you know what the problem is? I'm just reaching to get makeup. Having any kind of routine for, should we just say bodily functions? My God, I really need to go to the loo, but because I know someone's going to come into my room any second for makeup, like, I can't. And then you sort of miss that time slot and then you eat something and basically you just get really, yeah, I'm not doing very well on that front. Sorry for sharing, but that's the situation. So as usual, I'm doing a very quick makeup, very basic today. Basic for me definitely involves liner though at all times. I can hear someone moving around. This liner is by Stila and it's double-ended, and one of the ends is a really fine point. Come in! One of my most loved tasks on my job, pulling other people's hairs out of all my hairbrushes. Spend hours doing it and just happens all over again the next day, and it makes me feel physically disgusted. So anyway, how's your day?
I think well, it was at the forefront of my mind, but I just...
Yeah, it is. That's why I was getting so excited.
And then, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, the door's important, so I think, yes.
I know, it's had so much subsidence over the years.
And so how old is it? This place?
No idea, no idea. I know the recent
There's a bat in here.
You're
Yeah,
joking.
I'll show you. It's at there. It's
In
like
that
just,
bit?
it's just flying around there, yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna let it in.
thank you. Can you imagine if I had to deal with that too? I need to wash my hair tonight, I don't want any more stress. Good morning, it's 8 AM, so actually we've had a late start today because My first presenter doesn't have to be ready until 10, I don't think, so I'm going to start her at 9 AM, so I'm just getting myself ready first. I'm in the main house and I can see out to the gardens that all the crew are up and running around. I know they were filming until probably about 10:30, 11 last night, so they would have been up much earlier than me, so I'm feeling really guilty because I know how hard they're working. It's a Sunday today, not that that means anything when we're in this bubble, because every day feels the same, although every day is different. I haven't had any breakfast because the catering in the morning is either like a fried bap with like bacon or fried eggs in it, or I think there's like yogurts and bananas, but I have a couple of yogurts here that I've stashed from like when I've run up to get lunch in previous days, and they're not in a fridge, but I think they'll be fine. It's quite a cold room for 24 hours. Anyway, so when I am hungry, which will be later on, I will just have one of those and some fruit I saved from dinner last night. But one of the runners came and brought me a coffee, which I'm so grateful for. It's an espresso coffee and it's from the like private production office instead of like the watered down coffee in the production tent, the catering tent. I'm really grateful for that because it's just such a nice coffee and such a better coffee, and when there's no option to get a special coffee or get a takeaway or go to Starbucks or do an Uber Eats, which I know sounds really luxurious and silly, but if you can't do that for 3 weeks, then just any good coffee is so welcome. So I'm just trying to get some makeup quickly on. Okay, so my battery died, quite obviously. You might have seen that. Look at the gardens. Can I put you out there without doing loads of damage? Gorgeous. So, okay, we've got a break in filming because my talent has actually been wrapped for lunch. I'm not going up to the lunch tent because I don't really need any, but I did nick some of this from breakfast, so I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna have some fruit at least, because if I don't, we're gonna carry on filming now till 4 o'clock. So to go through to 4 without anything to eat. But that won't be the end of the day. It'll be the end of the day for one of my talent, and then I'll carry on. Why didn't I just eat? I could have just ate before this, could have ate after this. I didn't need to eat while talking to you. Sorry you've had to put up with that. I need to take you around the set with me so you can see what everything looks like.
I think it's sweet as hell.
Now you're gonna have to give them all a free session.
Well, I end up, usually I do.
I just walked out of the main house because I'm going up to get some food from the catering tent for my talent. I thought, oh, that's a nice smell. I wonder what it is. It's the loo, it's the disposable toilet thing. So, ooh, do you know what? I can just feel it spotting, which is not good because there's a pool party going on. Also, loving these little bushes. So the topiary along the driveway up to the main house is gorgeous, but I love the fact that they've obviously started doing the front ones. I don't know if you can see, but they haven't got around to these ones yet. So day by day they're just getting nice little neat trim bushes. But here comes the rain, which is going to really, really ruin filming tonight. So anyway, me and my box are going to get some food for the talent, and then get out of this rain.
Victor Arsenal.
That's the luxury of having Ericsson in your team. Not many players can see.
My God, can you see the state of me? Look at my eyes. Another early start, but look at the weather today. The fog is quite literally rolling over the hills to us. So it's 6 o'clock. I think we went to bed about 11:30, which to be honest, is no different to any normal person, especially with children. So I'm not complaining. That is a good night's sleep. Don't know why it doesn't feel like it though. Just feels like disturbed because there's still lots happening in the house, so I can hear the residents. You know, people just walking up and down the stairs and banging around. But it's fine. We're going to get our slap on. We're going to get ready. My tenant is coming in 5 minutes, and hopefully someone might bring us some coffee if we're very lucky.
Signatories now rather be off again.
Anything that you need to get off your chest. I can tell you, Kate, there are no skeletons in my closet. I think everything I've ever
Can't even bear to look at myself in the camera. Luckily tonight we've wrapped. It is 7 o'clock, or I've wrapped. Everyone else is definitely not wrapped, but there's no more makeup needing to be put on, we don't think, for the rest of the day. So I've got some Thai green curry from catering, I've got my view, and I've also got YouTube. That is what I'm going to sit down and watch, and I'm very, very grateful to have this evening because I need to wash my hair, I need to answer loads of emails, and just do some diary work and just get things sorted, because the past 3 days since we started filming I've totally neglected it. And I feel like running a business, any business, but being a freelancer where every day you're at a different job, therefore invoicing a different company every day, filling out new starter forms, chasing things, chasing call sheets, and also if I have my friends covering jobs for me, making sure they're okay and sorting out things for them. So it can just get a lot when you're actually filming and can't concentrate on emails, can't really look at your phone. So yes, that's what I'm going to do now.
Yeah. Never been more motivated.
Good, guys. Don't show off in front of this.
Well, I'm on my last day here, so I'm taking my bedding up to the laundry. Have you seen the laundry yet? It's in this little, looks like a horse box. The sun is shining. I look terrible, but the golden hour isn't doing me too dirty. Well, maybe that's a bit extreme. Yeah, it's the last day. I need to finish off this video, don't I? I've missed a lot of it because of what's felt like I couldn't really record with everything that's going. One, it's really busy here, but two, just with the Queen, losing the Queen, and I will be working at her funeral. So there's been a lot in the last few days in the lead up to that, so I feel like I've definitely left behind this whole idea of vlogging while I'm filming. But yeah, 20 days of filming on site, and look at the beautiful house behind me. Ugh. But yeah, we're nearly at the end, so it's a pack down time. But I'll take you on a little tour before I finish this video. So these are the cabins that everyone on the cruise stay with, and the residents also stay in them. They've got a single bed down one side and then a little bathroom at the back. We've got some clothes drying here. The main big house is behind me, just down behind there. I'll turn you around and show you that in a minute. The grounds, we haven't really filmed in the grounds that much, but just to see how big everything is. So this is the little house. Where is it? Up there. This is the box I'm going to carry mine and my talent's dinner in from the catering tent down. So we haven't filmed in the grounds that much. We filmed more in the gardens of the home, the big massive mansion that we filmed in. I'll show you that in a minute. I haven't had a lot of time to walk around. I feel like on the last series I walked a lot more. I did lots more trips around the house, trips into the gardens. I was looking after, we had 3 presenters last year. This year we've just got 1. So I wasn't, and the 2 other presenters were much more mingling with the residents who were staying in the house for the reality show. Whereas the talent I look after is the therapist, and she sort of she's there for therapy rather than to mingle. So basically it's been a bit of a different setup this year. But I'm not complaining because it's been a little bit easier for me. I I just can't believe it's nearly over. I cannot believe it. Really missing things like normal food, like salad and crudités. I mean, who eats crudités? But I mean, like having little snacky things. I'm missing crackers, weirdly, and cheese, and I don't know, just exercising and feeling healthy. I feel like the food has been great, but it's been like quite full-on proper meals, which I probably wouldn't normally eat. But anyway, let me show you the back of the house. Okay, well the wrapping up of this video isn't going so well because I was going to take you around the back of the house to see how beautiful it is in the gardens, but they're actually filming with a GoPro up in the sky, so if I walked around the back I would be in serious trouble because there'd be a weird person carrying a bunch of dinners for people walking through the back of stairs. So I think I'm probably going to say goodbye and leave you here, see how this all edits together, and hope glamorous end of shot of the toilets. See you soon. Finally a chance when there's not filming out here for me to show you this. How beautiful are these surroundings? Look where we're filming. How the other half live. These are our very busy crew having a really tough day. So this is one of the beautiful suites in the home I'm staying in. This one is actually rigged up for filming, as you can see. Extra lighting everywhere. And there's cameras like hidden throughout, not hidden, but on the show kind of throughout the room. A bit like in Big Brother styly. Can you see the rigging on the top of these? So I absolutely love this room. It's actually next door to mine, and it's gorgeous. I'm filming on this camera because I've packed everything else away because I'm going home, baby. We've nearly finished filming.